Hello, welcome back to my channel. A lot of people have asked how do I clean my moulds from my resin. So I have cleaned all these. You will see the video in relation to this, but I don't use soap and water. It is literally probably the best way that I've found to clean my moulds and jugs and everything. I let them go hard, I let it cure, pull them away, and I use tape, so normal parcel tape or scotch tape or masking tape, anything that's sticky, I use to clean my moulds. So yes, take some time. Definitely the best way I find to clean them, gets all in the nooks and crannies, and they're ready to use. What I don't tend to do is use soap and water though, because I've noticed that they can leave marks on the mould. So if you are using soap and water, once you've used the tape to remove any resin bits, then make sure they're thoroughly dry and you're rinsing them with really hot water. But yeah, thank you for watching my channel anyway. If you are watching this for many more videos, please like and subscribe. But here we go, I'll show you how I clean my moulds. Okay, so these are the moulds that I've allowed to accumulate over a week while I was doing some projects. So they're now time to be cleaned. I have left them cure. Letting them cure is the best way to be able to get them cleaned. And how I do it is use brown parcel tape. So I literally get the brown parcel tape, stick it in layers, and that is probably the best way I find of getting the resin out of these moulds. Now I use silicone cups because they're easier to turn inside out. Plastic cups I just find really hard and I end up throwing them away, causing a lot more waste. So these, I just loosen up all the edges, pull out any loose resin. Now resin is quite static, so once you've touched it and messed with it, it kind of sticks to you like glue, and it's really difficult to keep getting it off. So this is definitely the best way that I've found cleaning the moulds. It gets right the way in to each of the corners. You don't necessarily have to leave it on the actual table or, you know, on something. You can actually roll it up in your hand and use that if you want to do that, like a bit of like a lint roll. Yeah, I do know some crafters do actually use a lint roller as well, and use the paper. Now these jugs are amazing, however they're really tough to turn inside out, so it is definitely a bit of a challenge, especially when you haven't got the strength in your hands like I have. So yeah, this was a bit of a challenge, but yeah, it does get through and remove any larger bits, even the little tiny bits it seems to have got. So all I do is literally continue to mould and play with the stickiness, making sure that I'm getting all the resin off my moulds and cups, so they're ready to be reused for another project. Again, as mentioned earlier, I don't tend to wash these, as I have noticed in the past where I have washed them with soap and water. If I haven't let them fully dry or cleaned them fully, then I do leave marks in my work where it has affected the mould. So if you're using like washing up liquids and it's not fully cleaned, you tend to see that in your next piece of work if you've not fully cleaned or dried the moulds out. So it does have effect on your actual work if you do not fully clean them, if you do use the soap and water, just to make sure that you've got no detergent or anything on them. So here I am, just making sure it gets down all the creases. Yeah, giving it a good squish and squash. Perfect way of cleaning these silicone moulds and silicone jugs is using the sticky brown tape. You don't have to use this brown parcel tape, you can use anything really that's sticky, but this is all I do, and I find it absolutely the best way for me to get those moulds clean. And I do give them a bit of a wipe around as well, just to make sure that there's nothing that I'm missing. Yeah, so these are amazing. and that's all I tend to do, is to do this. This week, I know that you're probably jumping on, it's the Monday upload. The rest of the week is not going to be all resin related this week. I am going to mix it up a little bit as well. So if you wanted to see that, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll receive the notifications of what's coming up as well. Again, thank you for sticking with me this far and all your support. But yeah, now that's folded all the way in, you can see right the way in, that's absolutely the way that I want it, ready to use again. And I did that with all of my cups and all my moulds. So best way for me is the brown tape. But yeah, thank you for your time. I know it's a quick video. Please like and subscribe. But yeah, that was what I was left with. See you next time.